Aries, welcome to your tarotscope for the month of June. So we're going to do the same kind of spread that we did last month if you watched. And I took some notes from last month's reading so that I can reflect on the changes that may be happening for you as this month opens up. We have the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. So this is really an opening of your heart space, kind of trusting, unfolding, releasing anything. Again, this was like very present for you last month, was about releasing any kind of anger, resentment, any kind of competitiveness. Sorry for the noise. So that's kind of continuing, but I think this is a trusting, which is unfolding and opening your heart space. Maybe a softening, maybe that's a good way of putting it, is a softening of the heart space. We have the Trinity card, which I always struggle with reading. I do remember I got like the meaning of it from the website, but I think it has to do, I don't know, with like femininity, I think it was like the qualities of femininity and opening up to that, so I'm just gonna go with that. And then we have strength. Oh wow, that is wild. Strength can be found in softness. So just what we were talking about, softening in the heart space, letting go of the need to be right, to win at all costs. And isn't that what I was talking about last month for Aries? Kind of letting go of the need to be right, to win at all costs, not needing to be competitive or fight for things. End your fight and stand strong in your own being, but not at the cost of others. Ground yourself deeply with Mother Earth and allow all that you are to be present now. Awareness number 27, and that's a 9. I have a 9 here for your things to let go of. So let's just start. Oh, there's also this. I trust that my gut reaction is the truth underneath the surface of my fears. Yeah, so maybe part of that is like once you're less defensive and not feeling like you're having to fight for things or compete, it kind of, you settle into your gut response, you settle into your feeling body. And when your gut is telling you that everything's safe and everything's okay, like you don't have to get reactive, you don't have to be defensive, you don't need to fight with everyone. And I think that's a strong message for Aries in general, because I know that Aries are the first sign of the zodiac, and there is this need to kind of show up in that way, like as a leader. And yeah, it's good to check yourself with that and make sure that you're actually, if you're competing with your past self, or you're competing with what you believe you're able to do, you're doing better, you're exceeding your own expectations. But even that can be sometimes too much, sometimes overwhelming for our nervous system, and it's good to just kind of be mindful of your own needs. So let's have a look here at the first card. We're looking at what to keep from the month of April. So for April, I see here you have the Ace of Coins in what you should keep from the previous month. And so it feels like with the Ace of Coins, the message is, or was for last month, was to really take any kind of opportunity that you have career-wise or anything that you've solidified, and those seeds that were planted that you wanted to kind of grow into something more substantial. It felt like that was really important. So here it's similar, but it's kind of telling you to start believing in your ability to create. Believing in your ability to create is something that you may have felt in the month. Oh, I've been saying this wrong. This is for June. I keep saying May. So maybe in May, which is where we're at right now, you may have started some kind of project. This may have been actually started for you in April. And now it feels like in June, you're being encouraged to really believe in your own abilities, to create, to be creative, to even manifest things that you want into existence, and be a bit childlike with that energy, with that trust, with that faith that you can. Let me just write. So that was May, right? Okay, yeah. And then the second one is what to release from the month of April. So So yeah, so from the month of April, what to release, we had the Three of Wands. And I think that's where I was saying that the idea was kind of like getting something that you want at all costs, no matter what the means are to the end, like you're willing to do anything for it. And that was something that I was discouraging last month. And so it feels like this month it's similar. It's really similar, which is interesting because this is a wish fulfillment card. So it's kind of telling you to like not rest on your laurels, one thing, but also to like not kind of dream castles up in the sky, to be more grounded and more earthy, and to kind of count your blessings right now, like in this day and time, like what you're currently going through. Count your blessings that are currently present for you, and enjoy your life as it is, as it's showing up right now, rather than wishing for something else. Yeah, so I think that's kind of cultivating presence and gratitude for all your blessings. And then the third one is, what's the main theme of June for Aries? So for May, you had Page of Coins as the main theme. So it kind of felt like a continuation of that Ace of Coins, really focusing on work. And oh wow, so you have the Sun. So the main theme here is about celebration. Possibly you know people who are born in June, so maybe you've got some like Gemini or Cancer friends. It feels like this is about celebration. This is about having a good time. It's about also celebrating other people's wins, because I think that's part of the message that's been coming through for you, is like enjoying other people's joy as well, like having that kind of harmony with your relationships, because I'm seeing this couple kind of dancing here. So it feels like the more you can highlight other people's successes, the easier it will feel when it's your time, if that makes sense. Yeah. And then for the fourth card, we have something to be aware of in June. So for this month, for May, we had Page of Swords. And here we have the Star. Okay, so it feels like, yeah, maybe in May, the thing to be aware of was that you were getting some kind of insight, or you were kind of digging for something, for information. And it feels like here it's relaxing more into healing. You can start to really take time to self-reflect and heal, and do any kind of shadow work that you need to do, so that you can start to feel more transparent in your relationships as well as with yourself. And what I mean by that is, when you do shadow work, you're kind of more clear about the unconscious. And so you're aware of what it is that you've been possibly trying to hide or trying to sublimate. Maybe things that are showing up in relationships that you haven't been aware of. And it feels like this is a time for healing. So that's what you can be aware of for June. The next one is what to focus on in June. So you had the Ten of Cups with the Eight of Wands for May, and that just felt like it was really wonderful. Like there's something really happy happening in your life, or possibly like love and communication coming through, and fast developments. And here it's similar. This is love, but this is more like, for some of you, this could be like a crush. You know, it could be something like that. Like it's a lot more gentle than like a real love situation. It could also be spending time with family and friends. But I think this is also about encouraging you to meditate and get in touch with your own emotions. And this is something you should do more of in June. So wait, what did we have for this month? We had Justice. Okay, and then here we have the Page of Wands. So with Justice being the card for May, I feel like in May you were being encouraged to get more balance And here it feels like you're being encouraged to go after the things that you really desire, but also to be confident in yourself, to show up as you are confidently, as well as to study things that you're passionate about. So this could be like getting involved in new hobbies, maybe studying a new language, or like any kind of thing that makes you feel excited. Maybe creative self-expression could be really great for you as well. And this is also associated with childhood, the pages. So it could be like spending time with kids. Yeah, and that's a message that came up with the Ten of Cups as well during May. Okay, and then what should you not do in June? So something to kind of avoid would be the Three of Coins. And what you had for May was the Ace of Cups. So with the Three of Coins, it feels like not to collaborate with people. I think, yeah, maybe there's people that you're feeling kind of need, like you have to collaborate with them, or you have to work things out with people that you're not comfortable working things out with. I would say just like not to force connections or force any kind of contract deals, obviously, or anything where you're collaborating with others where it's not coming naturally and it doesn't feel like it's a natural progression from the previous month. I feel like if this is something new and you're feeling kind of forced into it and it feels awkward or uncomfortable, maybe to really check and research things before you get involved. Okay. And then we have 8, 9, 10, which are opportunities and possibilities for you in the month of June. Oh, so this was really wonderful. So for last month, we were talking about healing, which showed up here again for you with something to be aware of. So you may be in a process of healing that possibly started for you in May. And then in June, it feels like you're really being made aware of your relationships, your give and take, kind of like your exchanges with others. This could also be economic, like financial, maybe really checking how much money you're spending. I think that came up last month as well. But this is also just like when you're giving to others, if it's reciprocated, that kind of thing. And when others give to you, you know, how you reciprocate that. It's about give and take. And then there's like really tapping into this emotional fulfillment, joy, abundance. But again, this is opportunities. So this is something you need to grab, right? It's something you need to do something about. It's not guaranteed. And nothing's really guaranteed in life, but it's just kind of an energy read. So it's very general. It feels like this is available to you, where you can start to kind of have more fun, let loose, really spend time with family and friends, really give that like a lot more of your time and attention. Which is interesting because that came up with the sun here, which was the main theme of the month, was like celebration and fun and exciting events happening for you. So hopefully some of that's coming in for all of you guys as well. With the Eight of Coins, another possible opportunity that's coming up for you in June is really working hard at a skill, at a craft, just putting in a lot of hard work into something that you know will eventually reap results. And then we're looking at what will feed your soul in the month of June. So for May, you had the Five of Cups, and it was strange. I remember like feeling really odd about reading that message, but it was pretty much like there was some kind of grief or some kind of loss, and you were needing to take time out to process it in May. But then it feels like maybe you've done that already, because what's feeding your soul here is all about family. It's about abundance, inheritance, property. I don't know, this is like real estate as well as kind of like what you get to leave for the coming generations. the legacy that you leave behind. And it feels like it's feeding your soul to spend time with family, to work hard to build this kind of empire for yourself and for your loved ones. And then what's bringing you joy? This again is kind of an odd message because it's contradictory. So for one, you're getting a lot of communication coming in, and it feels like you're clear about where it is you want to go in life, so you can start making decisions and just taking action, like really bold action, without having to spend a lot of time researching or understanding things. It feels like you're really clear about where it is you're headed and what it is you need to do, and communication's very clear and direct as well this month. But then it's tempered with rest, so it feels like part of what's bringing you joy is communication and taking action, but the other part is having time to rest, having time for yourself, just really taking a time out on all things. So even, if you're having fun, if you're hanging out with family and friends and going to gatherings or celebrations, you're still needing to maybe take some time out for yourself and recharge, regroup. Right, so let's just remember what it is we were talking about. A big thing was the heart chakra. So it feels like if you are connecting with family and friends this month, maybe that's where the softening of the heart space happens. And possibly in those connections, in those interactions, there could be moments where you're feeling triggered or feeling kind of competitive, like there's this need to maybe fight for something, and it's telling you to let go of that need to be right, to win at all costs, and to just be strong with yourself, but not feel that you need to compete with others or fight with them for anything. I think that's about it. We have the Chariot here underneath, really encouraging you to connect with your North Node. Might be interesting for you to look up your North Node and see kind of how that connects with this reading. So I'm wishing you guys an amazing June, and please let me know how these readings resonate if they do.